Hi, I'm Mitch Gallagher. Welcome to Sweetwater's Guitars and Gear. This time out, we welcome Source Audio guitar pedals to Sweetwater. Let's get started. Today we're pleased to welcome Source Audio to the Sweetwater family. Now Source Audio has a history of making pedals going back to around 2005. The partners in the company originally came from high-tech industries like Analog Devices and Kurzweil Music Systems, and they've taken that high-tech knowledge and condensed it down into guitar pedals that sound fantastic and give you a lot of versatility, a lot of capability for creating exactly the tones you want for your guitar. Today we're going to check out a pedal board that demonstrates for you the ecosystem of all the Source Audio pedals coming together. We'll also have some individual pedal reviews coming to you soon on our video channel as well. There are a number of great things about the Source Audio pedals, not the least of which is the sound qualities. These pedals sound fantastic. There's a whole family of pedals available, modulation pedals, the Nemesis delay, the Ventris reverb, we've got the True Spring reverb here on this board, we've got the LA Lady overdrive, there's a fuzz, there's a bass distortion as well. So there's a whole range of pedals that are available from Source Audio that you can mix and match together to create exactly the tones that you want. Now the nice thing about these pedals is, on the surface, they're just like any other pedal. You just turn the knobs, set them where you want them, and you're ready to go. They sound great. Under the hood, there's a lot of technology at work, and you can harness that to put together an entire ecosystem that works together incredibly well and gives you a lot of versatility and a lot of capability for performing on stage and in the studio. The key to bringing the Source Audio pedals together is the Neuro Hub, which I have here on the board. It's a small box here on the lower right. Now the Neuro Hub serves as an interface that allows you to address the pedals through MIDI. You can also connect up via USB to an iOS device, an Android device, or your computer. You can run editors, and so you can access all the pedals in that way. But the hub also serves as a way to store 128 scenes, which are configurations of all the pedals together that you can instantly recall with one program change via MIDI. To control the Source Audio ecosystem, you can use the Solomon MIDI switcher. Of course, any MIDI switcher will work, but this one is particularly well suited to working with the Source Audio pedals. It has 2 MIDI outputs, it's easily programmable via USB, or you can control it from the front panel as well. So let's take a look at how this all works together. With no computer, no iPhone, no USB hooked up, we can still operate everything right here from the front panel of the pedals. So let's create a quick scene and show you how easy this is to operate. We'll start with all the pedals bypassed, and I'm going through 2 clean amplifiers. To engage the pedals, we simply step on the bypass switch, just like with any other pedal. So we have overdrive, I've got chorus here, we've got a delay, and we've got reverb. Now we can switch those on and off manually and adjust the settings on the front panel, but where it really becomes powerful is when we combine them together into scenes using the Neuro Hub. So if we turn on the overdrive, we turn on the delay, let's get our settings where we want them. And we'll add some reverb. Again, we'll make our settings exactly the way we want them. Now to save this collection of pedal settings, all we need to do is hold one button on the Neuro Hub. When we do that, we've saved all the settings for all the pedals into the Neuro Hub, and that scene can be recalled using a MIDI program change message. So if we change to another preset, back to the preset we created, it's super simple to operate. You can easily set up an entire night's worth of sounds for your sets that you're playing with your band, or create different go-to sounds that you might use in your studio using these pedals. The beauty is that each of these pedals is so versatile. You can create so many different sounds using them that you can have a compact and small board like this with just a few pedals. It accesses a ton of different tones. Now, of course, we can go way deeper than this. The Solomon MIDI controller offers a ton of control. You can program those switches to send all kinds of different macros, all kinds of different MIDI messages, so you can really dig in deep. You can do that kind of thing from the front panel, but it's much easier using a computer editor. And this also lets you see the versatility of all the pedals as well as the hub. So let's take a look at some of the apps that are used to control these different devices. The first app we'll look at is the Neuro Desktop, and there's a version of this that runs on iOS and Android devices as well. What the Neuro Desktop does is allow you to go in and edit all the parameters for the individual pedals. Here I've got it connected to the LA Lady overdrive, and you can see that it gives us access to all the different parameters here. So drive, output, all the different voices that are available there, so we can instantly change to a fuzz face, we can change the EQ, we can revoice things, and as you scroll down, we can look at the second layer of controls and the second engine that's available in there, as well as the parametric EQ, the noise gate, and so on. We can also set up the routing. One of the powerful things about the Source Audio pedals is they have stereo inputs and stereo outputs, but you can configure those to run as mono in, mono out, mono in, stereo out. You can set up one of the set of ins and outs as a loop. So there's lots of processing you can do just using the I/O that's on the pedals, and you can control all that from right here inside the Neuro Desktop. The Neuro Desktop is also what allows us to save a whole library of presets. You can create all kinds of different sounds, save them onto your computer or iOS or Android device, instantly load them back in. Each of these pedals can store 128 different presets, so you can have a lot of sounds on board and then access them through MIDI using the Solomon or another MIDI controller. You can also share your presets with your friends. You can upload into the cloud. You can download from the cloud, so you have access to a wide range of presets that are created by other users as well. The second app I want to show you is the Source Audio Hub Manager, and this allows us to connect into the Neuro Hub and program it, as well as access some of our different connected devices. So you can see here I've got 3 of the pedals, the LA Lady, the Gemini, and the Nemesis showing up here as ports that are connected to the hub. We can edit scenes, we can save them, we can name them, we can import, export, update firmwares. So a lot of those kind of general things that you do as far as managing the whole system can be done using the Hub Manager and your Neuro Hub. The final app I'd like to show you today is the Solomon Editor. This allows you to go in and access all of the deep programming functions inside the Solomon MIDI switcher. You can also, of course, set up your presets, you can name things, you can set the way that foot switches function, lots of different capability here. There are 3 different modes of operation for the Solomon. I've been using it in scene mode, where you just step through the scenes and call them up on the Neuro Hub. You can also set up a set list mode where you scroll through your different presets, or you can configure things in panel mode, which allows you to program the individual switches. And you do all that using this app. You can see this app is very deep because there's a lot of programming depth inside the Solomon, but it's pretty easy to operate. You can easily figure out what's going on by just stepping through the different parameters and working with things. And of course you can save all those, name them, and then instantly recall them. So once you have it all set up, it's very easy to operate on stage or in the studio. I want to emphasize that we don't have to have a computer, we don't have to have an iOS device or an Android device to use this gear. You simply plug it in using the cables that come with the Neuro Hub. Everything talks to everything else. It's very easy to operate from the front panels, and so you can set things up and configure it without ever opening up an app. But if you want to get deep inside these programs, the ecosystem really comes to life when you hook your computer, your iOS device, or your Android device up and start using these apps, because then you can really dig in and do some incredible things. I hope you enjoyed this look at what I call the Source Audio ecosystem. The Source Audio pedals sound absolutely incredible, and I'm so happy we have them on board as part of the Sweetwater manufacturer family now. If you're looking for a pedal or a group of pedals or an entire system that'll take your rig to an entirely new level, you definitely want to check out the offerings from Source Audio. These pedals sound great, they're versatile, they're flexible, extremely powerful, and a lot of fun to play through. Thanks for joining me for Sweetwater's Guitars and Gear. Be sure to tune in next time. We'll have more guitars, more amps, more effects. We'll be making lots of music. I'm Mitch Gallagher.